Fevy's got that under control though.
No.
And did he go back and pick up? Yeah, he went back and picked up the health potion for QL at the career. Pushing just a bit too late. He is.
For at least the mid game. Then there's not a whole MP can do because everything's been blocked out for so long.
Can we talk a little bit now about this top lane? Black versus March. Black has actually chosen to go for Mask of Madness. I understand that he needs the sustain of a lifesteal item. I would have expected the much more normal Vlad that allows him to jungle, but instead Mask of Madness, which will also allow him to jungle. In fact, if anything, allows him to jungle much more proficiently. Oh, hold up. Bevy gonna be in trouble here. They do have the Echo Slam, but he knows he's not gonna have enough damage by himself, and Ohio actually manages to steal the Fissure because of that.
And that's one of the best abilities that Aruba can steal. It looks like they want to go for the wraparound. This is the benefit of taking down that team top mid. They're gonna try to go for 2 here, and if they play their cards right, they should be able to. Ohio doesn't spot this coming in.
Oh, he managed to land the stun. MP will now come in and clean up this kill. Looks like our Leshrank's going to go for more, but that Tusk is just a bit too fast.
And now he's got his soul boost completed. The Queen of Pain is struggling really hard right now. She has a Staff of Wizardry, no upgraded boots yet. It's going to be really hard for Mushi to participate in these fights early game, but he's got a fully completed soul booster. He's probably only 3 or 4 minutes away from farming, away from his Bloodstone, and that's going to come so much faster than whatever the Queen of Pain is going to get. She probably gets something like a Yule's here, and Mushi gets quite low, and Fevy's right there. They know the levels of Blink. It's still on cooldown for now. The Slide of Change is still on cooldown, though. I don't know if they're going to be able to grab this.
Yeah, and there's no one else to be able to intercept them. Meanwhile, they do take down that top tower as well with another 3 levels of dive. Is rapidly moving through these early tier 1s.
That's the benefit that it gives you. You no longer have to be a lane dominator.
Yeah. Can we go back to the Mask of Madness?
Sure. I just think that it helps him farm really quickly. Probably faster than the Vlad's does, and it's an item you're much more comfortable ditching. And it just, I think it just helps you farm fairly.
Okay.
It's a little bit scary in team fights. Like, you'll never try to pop it in a team fight, because you already don't have a lot of HP in mid lane.
Yeah, I'm almost dead.
There's so many steps for him.
Yeah, the Vizrune. He was just following Uche around, and as soon as the Earthshaker got close enough, he knew that would be enough. So now March is going to clear through his Ancient stack and finish up his mech. Let's talk about the Tusk a little bit. Normally we see Tusk go for the Arcane Boots, oftentimes the mech. Here, this seems to be a much more like in-your-face battle build and almost a little bit more mid from the Tusk than normal with the Treads and Blink Dagger. Is this because he's so far ahead, or is this a normal build?
It's pretty normal, especially when you're playing against a Leshrac, because there's a time period where he's not tanky enough that you can still burst him pretty easily. And I think that's in response to that. Plus, if you can afford it, a Blink Dagger this early is phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's just a free initiation on whatever hero you want, and they need that right now, but Ohio's going to go for the smoke. It's instantly going to get cleared. They're both going to play sentries within vision of each other, and everybody from Fnatic's down here.
They're going to jump on a Bevy here. Echo Slam immediately put down. They get a really good Sonic Wave, though, and DJ is still surviving. 2-man Fissure setting things up, and the Shallow Grave is there as well. That will end up going down as well as the Tusk. Double kill for QL. Looks like even Ohio's going to be down as he comes around the back and snags him. Fnatic, ill-timed aggression there at bottom lane, and Phoenix were well ready for it.
And you can't 5-man into a Lush at this phase of the game, especially when your mid isn't tanky. Like, they don't really have any really tanky cores. They have one mobile hero in the Queen of Pain. But when you've got, how much HP? 872, no strength treads. You can't really tank more than one ability in the Leshrac. Yeah. Because if Feby is on the point, or if MP catches you with the chains, you just die. So I think it's a mistake to try to get into this 5-man engagement early. Maybe they think they can use this time to create space for Black, but it's not even worth that trade just because you feed so much gold away.
Speaking of Black, he is going to be working towards his Yasha now. He's actually holding on to a lot of gold. So he could have the Yasha if he wanted quite a long time ago. So at this point, if you're building up so much gold, you start thinking, okay, let me get a more valuable, like more late game item. rather than just going the typical. Like, he doesn't need more farming power out of the Yasha with Mask of Madness.
I think you can still go for it. Maybe he just goes for the straight defusal here. And
oh no, Chrissy! He's gonna get the snowball ice shards though, and they'll be able to get the kill. This does mean he's pretty far forward. Lightning hits him once, and blink away. 1 second. Oh no! He's the fish chained out. Ember Spirit just in time to pick up the turnaround kill, so him failing to get off that Walrus Punch results in the Tusk's death.
And this is just more Bloodstone charges, more farm for QO, who's level 12. The absurd thing right now is that Black's level 13. And he just pushes down the tower so quickly with that Mask of Aquila. It's actually kind of absurd right now. And he's got 3k gold built up. Like, we've been talking about the left track a lot, but this Phantom Monster's just been kind of sneaky this entire time and waiting his opportunities out.
Yeah.
And he's just been farming. Like, he actually has just avoided his the enemy team. For some reason, he still has 2 pieces.
I also haven't felt the presence of the back at the same time.
Yeah, but it's just because he knows. I think March is just trying to keep up the worth with the rest of the field to make sure they have 3 cores going against just a solo hero.
Okay. At what point do they need to start pushing in, or do they at all? I mean, you have 2 heroes lane, 3 heroes actually. If Curious on. He lands the stun, now the lightning and the pull. Nova not enough damage, 50 HP is what Mushi survives on QO. Still hoping to get an inch of lightning, but Mushi is far gone.
It looks like they want to go for the Roshan. They have Medallion plus Bristleback. Is there any... They've only got 1 Blink Dagger, right? And Mushi can't really commit for this, so it must be a free Roshan. You can't really bring your Phantom Lancer fight this early in. Like, I think he just kind of gets destroyed. Looks like he is going to just go for the Yasha, which I think is still the correct play. It synergizes a lot with the amount of move speed that you already have. And it's going to be the Aegis. And this might just be MVP signal to go for the 5-man because of it.
Oh yeah, how do you kill Leshrac twice at this point?
Does he have... He almost has a Disruptor too, so now things become even more confusing.
If this... No chains being stolen actually by the Rubik.
It's a possibility.
You gotta get close range with the Rubik.
If you're MVP here, now the question is, you're gonna get split pushed and give up a lot here.
Yeah.
Especially in this top lane, so do you just keep going? I guess
so,
you can't
right?
anymore with the Bristleback, but if you just head over and meet up with him. But they have to make decisions, because look how much damage Black does to that top tower.
Oh, the tier 2 tower is still pretty healthy, so... Oh, MP. Oh, he's gotta be careful here. He's gonna be left to Chrissy now. He has no way to be able to Torrent it, and it is easily now. TP's come in. Your Shaker is coming across. Chrissy does blink up a second. Can Febby stop it? No, he's over there. We've hit him. He blinks up. Febby... He does hit the Fisher onto Chrissy, but he's got both Black and Mushi sitting beside him.
They would have taken that fight, but Kyo wasn't quite there yet, and he doesn't have TP. So he actually just has to march over there. And this is brutal right now, because the Phantom Lancer just picks up a dominating spree on your carry. This is going to mean his full defusal as well. And he's a full 2k net worth ahead of the Leshrac. It's actually kind of insane how much farm that he has, and more importantly than that, which his team has been able to create for him. Kind of have to have in the back of your mind at all times that eventually this Phantom might just get out of control and just flat out lose a game, even though you've been taking the better fights, even sort of objectives, at some point to deal with him, and at least pick him once. Like, you've got the lineup for it.
Yeah. The funny thing, I was just thinking, like, oh, March is going to complete a Crimson Guard. That's going to be so good for his team versus a PL. But at the same time, when the PL is able to pick up his... Oh, Shane's actually kind of misses there. They do have ball coming in from that, though. QO. He's got the Aegis. Nice. Maybe there's some MP. They actually save left. QO starts popping, pulls Nova, goes for the boards on the side. And then, oh, MP gonna chase down. Oh, looks like he should be able to get this kill with the chain. March while chasing the heroes. So it's just the support that ends up going down in exchange for the Aegis that they get on away from that Leshrac.
The scary thing, though, in that fight is how quickly Joe just melted.
Yeah.
He gets Walrus punched, and the Phantom illusions in him. There's actually nothing he can do to survive. Maybe even with the fissure there, he goes down quickly. Like, he's gonna need to Yule's that brief damage.
Yeah.
And he has to hit the stun at that point, but still kind of question how they're gonna deal with Phantom Lancer, especially with how farmed he is. He's already up to 1800 gold, once he's finished the defusal blade. He's just gaining ground over and over, and every time I look over at him. And this is a hero that you can ignore.
Right.
It's not like an anti-mage where once the AM gets out of fear,
and he the lock on to Mushi with the Fisher there as well. Do they have enough damage? No! The Echo Slow comes in right at Snowball Mushi, and he will now get out. Sonic Wave, that he only goes down. And Bridge again, a slide fit now. March battling out QOs and waits the sports at the same time. March has lost all his mana. QO, well, with the help of the Fisher, they'll clear through that one, though. Bebby does go down in the process. Looks like they're going to try and chase down Net, but with this track movement speed, they're staying ahead. They're guiding around MVP Phoenix as much as they can.
And they secure the same. So they're just going to go ahead to the tower and say, screw it. The lanes are pushed in enough. We have to getting stuff around the map. And with no glyph available, they'll definitely take this. They might even be able to defend quick about it. And they should be just fine. Q the wave. Q's the way they deal with the monster, but he doesn't quite have it yet, so they're going to
try both here. Black's a little hesitant, shame, because there are some heroes off map. And Andy's putting a good amount of pressure on him. I thought they were going to go for that bottom tier 2, but...
No, I don't think you do, because the Phantom Lancer travels up, and once you've committed the Spirit,
yeah,
you kind of have a spirit up on the map. It's a little bit too scary. It's like the Ember Spirit can deal with this, but just leave a remnant behind. And defend, but he needs the Battle Fury minimum to be able to do that. Otherwise, his Sleight of Fist just doesn't do any damage.
Well, the game here is quite even. It's 15-12, 23 minutes in, even though you see a gigantic net worth lead from the Announcer. The second and fourth position are all occupied by the cores of MVP Phoenix. The result is MVP slightly ahead net worth, as well as experience. A Manta now complete for our Phantom Lancer.
This Tusk has been so dominant in this game, and he's been kind of just going to a decent game. He's 7-4 and 2 right now. He's creating a lot of space for the Phantom Lancer and the Queen of Pain. It's just Moose Hero at this point. It doesn't really...
Bebby Fisher actually completely with Shell Gray and some heals. The rest of his is coming in. You also have Chrissy, who's going to come in from the side and try and dish off that Earthshaker. MP moves forward, unable to grab anybody there. It looks like Ohio. TP out? Nope. Heal Scepters, QO. So they will give us free 10 Bloodstone charges now for QO.
You still always have to think, though.
Oh, he's going to go for the Earthshaker. He tries to pop him. Still not enough damage. And now the chain stun for the Shallow Grave. Chrissy. He got mega greedy.
Oh, Mushi's here now.
Oh, he gets that. Finally, they do finish off that Earthshaker. He manages to get out. They create enough space, though. Looks like one may take this tier 2 tower.
At some point, it's going to be go time for MVP Phoenix. Like, they can't just allow Black to continue to do this. Like,
yeah.
They actually have to deal with it. March is trying to push back to him, but even that's not quite enough. He did so much damage right now.
Black just realizes, okay, I'll just solutions on tier 2 there.
You can't really just send the Bristleback anymore to deal with it. There was a time period where that was okay, but that is long since passed. It actually has to be the Last Strike now who picks up Boots of Travel to be able to deal with this so he doesn't have to use one of his coveted item slots. They know he's isolated in this jungle area here. They also know that Bristle is out of mana. Much about this top push. Finally, they complete the Battle Fury on the Ember Spirit, and that's going to be one of the ways they can finally deal with the push. But it's just because once this Phantom Lancer gets something like a Scotty or one defensive item for his illusions, it is going to be so hard to clear through. And this is a late Battle Fury too, make no mistake about it.
Alright, MVP. They've got to smoke up, see if they can find something. I do believe that they have a gem somewhere. Okay, they have Dust and looks like Net. Oh, wow, he was just ahead of that. See it now, they managed the Fisher. I don't think. Oh, chain stun. Can he get down to the board? He's kind of blocked in an area and unfortunately couldn't get it up in time.
They're just trying to meet him halfway here. That's why Fnatic realized that and go for this flip at this bottom. And they're so fast about it every single time. And just trying to buy time. You know, if he's not doing anything really, he's just tracking your heroes over and over again.
Yeah.
This is like the annoying bounty hunter I've ever seen. All he does sentry and war camps, and you're ancient.
Mask Man, and they eat through. Black immediately challenges MP. He assumes there's no remnant up. Purges him, still trying to fight him. Diving into this 3 tower. Black's committing for kill time. Mushi comes in. Remnant away. MVP Phoenix are taking the 2 top, but it's Black as well as Mushi already pushing into the tier 3 at the bottom lane. So is forced to defend, and that means now opportunity at the top lane. Oh, one of the TPs canceled. Chrissy's still in here. Febby's ready to go with the Fissure, but a nice blink away after that snowball.
And pinging like crazy on Kyo because he's trying to run over as fast as he can. So they're trying to debate whether they should go for this or not, and
but it's still
you don't want to go on March.
Back. Yeah, exactly. If you go for MVP Phoenix, you have to go through March.
Kyo's gonna find the ward here. Dying vision with the jet is pretty important, and Kyo's actually pinging. He's like, they're gonna come for me. They just here. Kyo's actually gonna spot net. Him up in the air. Everybody from Fnatic
he's still going to burst him down quite easily. MP gets blocked out by Ice Shards, but it's quick retreat for Fnatic.
An illusion just went through all of Matt. Luckily for him, there's going to be regen at top. The Fat Lancer is just the ever looming threat you have to think about. He's already up to the
so MVP, they're going to start pushing in. This Tusk is trying to work towards a Silver Edge.
That would really help with the Bristleback.
Yeah.
It would force the Bristle to also go for
BKB.
the BKB instead of going for an AC,
yeah,
which would be huge. If they had an AC, they could actually tank so much physical damage. But without that, it's too hard, and MP, I assume he has a rush up. I'm not quite sure where, but he should.
Because you're facing a PL, do you go double Battle Fury builds on Ember Spirit, or do you go for the typical Crystallis Daedalus next?
I still think you can go for the Crystallis Daedalus. If you go for double Battle Fury, it's not actually bad here.
Yeah.
Maybe in this specific instance, because you only have to deal with the Phantom Lancer, and PL actually just canceled their TP. His DJ.
Black still got his Boots of Travel.
That's a free tower. Black's finally got a fight in the
They
fight.
get a good fuck here. Mushi's going to come in from the side. Sonic Wave is ready to go. Mark's going to be the first target. Pretty good Sonic Wave. Oh, hit March in the side, but in the side. Febby, oh, Echoes completely missed that one. He tried to go on TJ, but that's not good enough. March is going to chase. Meanwhile, Black is cleaning through the Dazzle and going to look for QO as well. He's completely out of mana. Black's actually going to escape. Pop extra bit speed. He needs to be able to get away, but it's not going to be enough. MP tracks him down, and now Ohio, in a vain attempt to be able to save his allies, he cleaned up as well. Though they're real deep underneath those tier 4. Now being dropped is Black back in order to make sure that they night. MP jumps himself away. Fnatic need to be able to grab a little bit more. They've got a blink and they're up on Mushi and his skin. And it looks like they'll track down MP.
He's so dead.
Yeah, he's not getting away from this one. Black picks up the double kill, but it's only after the buyback.
Probably more importantly than that, Kyo managed to get out with the gem. If you were to bring him down, that buyback probably would have been well worth it. You needed to do it to save your racks, but that's still a buyback committed, and now all of a sudden, the Ember Spirit isn't that far when it comes to net worth, and the Leshrac just takes a pretty decent advantage now. You've got an Orchid coming in on Mushi, so he's got some pick-off potential. He can actually just kill the Dazzle before they can do anything, because it's not like Keen has enough money for a Glimmer Cape. Keen's been dying through most of these fights, but it's still going to be pretty rough. Like, somebody from Fnatic really has to step up, because Mushi right now has had a pretty rough game. The Tusk has done his best. At the end of the day, you're still a Tusk. You're not the hero that's gonna impact the game as much as you'd like. When it comes to the 40-50 minute mark, you can do cool stuff, which he's been doing with saving his teammates with the snowball. But other than that, it's been pretty rough for him. And this Roshan's gonna determine a lot, because if it dies in this engagement, that could just be the game. I'm 100% certain if they know that this is happening, they're all moving in, but they might actually just stop it quickly.
They are going to go for a kill now, but they don't realize that Fnatic now going to start swarming outside of the Roshan pit. They have that advantage, but they're already down on Ruben. Black's going to score, realizes it's not the fight he wants to take, can't afford to go down and pretend tightly after Doppelganger's away, and March unable to slow down Black. They will all get out, it seems.
That demand fight from MVP is so strong now. Even with the Aegis, they're not willing to take that.
Chrissy just playing some games with MP.
They're just trying to buy time right now. Because they know even with the Aegis, MVP are well aware of the fact that Black doesn't have the buyback. And it probably determines more for them in this upcoming fight. You've got a Shiva's coming out too on this Bristleback.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I think
I like it.
It helps just clear.
Yeah.
Especially when Black committed so hard to just the illusion game. Like with the Manta style. How often do you see that before, say for example, the Scotty?
The extra mana will give him, I suppose, a little bit more time. Between the clear and the extra mana, he'll have more kill sprays to throw out in fights.
Oh, he goes for the BKB. I like this decision.
Does he have a remnant out here? MP, Sleight of Fist, jumps away. Oh, the Orchid. Placed on a creep. And now QO is going to come forward, challenging. He's got Fuel Scepter, Snowball comes in, still managed to land the stun onto Mushi. Maybe he can get this kill. Walrus Punch, Lightning onto Chrissy. He's going to change targets now. But they do have the gem, actually. And Black is
Everybody's
side.
here.
QO, he's going to be quickly
suicide.
surrounded and manages to pull off the Bloodstone Suicide, but that's still the gem dropped. And on the side, though, MP, he needs to be able to jump in. He's got the Echo Slam. He locks down both. Can he get Mushi as well? They need MP. He remnants over to the side. Mushi blinks out, but MP's now in some trouble as Black pops his BKB, dealing with MP. Purgeon slowing him. MP can't jump forward to his remnant in time. March now trying to run down Black as well. They've got a Fisher coming up in a second. March, can he get this kill just in time? Now QO comes back. He's got the done on Ohio. Meanwhile, Flack. Oh, okay. He jumps to the right-hand side. He goes to Fenty. He's going to fight this one as Fenty in. March is burned out of mana, but with QO and MP here, there's no way that Black can survive. TP to the side, but he is on 4.
That's 101 seconds too. They know it's only their Earthshaker that's down. MP commits the buyback for that too, I think, right? Yeah, he definitely did. And this is going to mean a flat-out assault because they realize they win that one fight and they kill Black, the game could just be over. Like that Phantom Lancer is so representative of how much net worth that they have. The Queen of Pain just simply doesn't have a battling build. It's not like she has a BKB or enough HP with an Aghanim, for example, to be able to actually be the frontliner that they need. Like Kyo's just gonna march down. How do you kill this guy without your Phantom Lancer? It is an Octarine core. You've got the Shallow Grave that you have to deal with at the same time. And you've got two cores that are fairly strong. March just doesn't die in these fights.
A full minute left. This is the last fight for Fnatic. Without a Phantom Lancer, they start going on MP. Mushi locked in, trying to blink away, but no. He's going to have to buy back here. Fnatic, they've actually managed to bring MVP a little bit low, but now the mech and the Octarine starts kicking in. Bouncing back there. Snowball's going for QO, and he needs to instant blink, but the Pulse Nova stops him. And DJ will fall on the front lines. March just keeps on chimping away at that tier 3 tower. They've got 30 seconds until the Phantom Lancer's back up.
Oh, no matter what happens, you're going to go for this push because Kyo has a buyback. There's still 24 seconds on the Phantom Lancer. They're going to take everything here. Like, it's actually possible for them to hold Mega Creeps if MVP just want to fall all in for it. Because there's still 15 seconds. So it ticks down so slowly when you're waiting for it here in the type of position, and they're just immediately headed to top. But Diabolic Edict is almost off cool, and thanks to that Octarine core, they're going to all-in commit for this because they know with Mega Creeps, there's actually a way that Fnatic can hold, and that's going to go down at the same time.
Gets burst down, Febby goes down to Mushi. They've already locked down Heen with the Orchid as well. They need to be able to stop that Shallow Grave while Black is right in the middle of both March, QO, and MP. So by 3, they're trying to go for that melee Rex. They will be able to get it eventually. Black now needs to be able to doppelganger out because still MP and March are alive. Mushi locked down. He's going to go down as well. The March finally gets it. And now with the Queen of Pain down for 80 seconds and Mega Creeps, I don't see how Fnatic are going to be able to battle this one out, but they're going to try. Black comes forward, going for MP, immediately making sure he can't jump away. Shallow Grave will get him some more damage. In fact, if anything, Black may be in some trouble. Doppelgangers to the side. Rendon over. Black, no, he couldn't win man fight. MP stays alive. The heals come out. QO joins his team with the buyback, and Fnatic will finally call it. Game 1 goes to MVP Phoenix.
And what a rough game this was for Fnatic too, because I feel like if Black just had a little bit of space from his team or a little bit more farm Queen of Pain, they definitely could have won that, but this is just, I'm not even blaming Mushi because Queen of Pain versus Leshrac and Earthshaker is impossible, but it's more just indicative of the draft decision. Like giving up the Leshrac in return for the Bounty Hunter who didn't really do much for you because MVP Phoenix just kept 5-manning and they never really allowed themselves to be picked off. And the Leshrac snowballed out of control. Like, there was actually no way that it did with him at some point. And March was in a similar situation too.
MVP Phoenix up 1 game, but this is a best of 5 to determine who's going to New York. Still plenty of time for Fnatic to come back. We'll take a short break and be back with game number 2.